Welcome to United Real Therapy, people. How are we doing? How are we doing, people? How are we doing? Welcome to United Real Therapy, people. Welcome to United Real Therapy. How are we doing? Good evening, all. I hope you are well. Sending you lots of love and light, people. Big up to every one of you. Are we still live? Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Please let me know. We're having some technical difficulties, so let me know if we're still live, people. Are we still live? Let us know, please. Love and light and respect to you all. This is the Therapy Army. Therapy Army. Big up to every one of you. Smash a like on the video already. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But please let me know. Give me the thumbs up, people. Give me the thumbs up. If you can already see me, give me the thumbs up. Yeah, are we live? We're live. We're live. Big up to every one of you. It's clear, clear, clear. There we go, people. There we go. Smash a like, people. Smash a like. Let's be having ya. Let's be having ya. Jam pack show tonight, people. Jam pack show tonight. We have a El Jamo, El Paco show for you tonight, people. That's what we have. Welcome to United Real Therapy, people. Welcome to United Real Therapy. How are we all doing? So we're going to obviously preview the England game, but let's get into it. Obviously, we didn't do a match reaction last night because I was thinking, you know what? It's just, you know, the youth team and the B team, a lot of the players that didn't go to the World Cup. It's against Cadiz. I think they've only got one player at the World Cup at the moment, Cadiz. And we have 16 players at the World Cup, so it's crazy. But then to read the match reaction quotes from Eric Tenhag, Khalees, if you're about, bro, pull it up, put them up, bro. Let's see let's dissect what Tenhag said about yesterday's performance of Man United. So obviously we played Cadiz. We've been in training now for about 8 days, if I'm not mistaken, and all of a sudden. Salam, brother. Salam, Lilas. Big up to everybody. Big up, Claire. Big up to everybody. You know, I thought I was live before, so that's why I had to double check if I was really live. Look into the back and see inside the studio if we're live. Big up, Mr. Structure Team Rick and Donny Welbeck. Hey, Donny Welbeck. It's got brilliant attributes. We got nothing wrong with Danny Welbeck, by the way. Brilliant attributes, can hold up the ball, can run the channels. It's dangerous in the box. Can run at defenders, knows how to play in between the lines, knows how to play in the last shoulder. The only thing is that he's injury prone. He is injury prone. Yeah. So, and if you want to go and find out what people think about him, look at what the Brighton manager said about him. Brighton manager's like, it's a shame he's not going to the England team. So big up, people. Therapy Army, Roger Felcher. Big up, man. Big up, everybody. Love and light to you all, man. Those of you in the UK, please let me know how you're keeping warm. In Manchester, it's bitter. Honestly, frost out there. The roads, you know, the walkways are all frosting. In the building where I live, in the community where I live, I'm trying to find grit so I can go around and make sure nobody slips right, left, and center, man. Because it can be quite dangerous. Stockport Insit Iqbal, only players that showed something 100%, man. 100%. So big up to every breaking news reaching us all time. Manchester United owners, the Glazer family, have made the decision to drop dividends coming out of the club. Well, we shall see. Big up Nuruddin. Couldn't beat a pub team. We'll beat Leon with our reserves. No excuse. Listen, Saviassi, we're going to see what you do in the league, yeah? We're going to see. This is like a pre-mini season. It's not about the results. It's more about the fitness and the training methods. But Saviassi, Without Jesus, without your Jesus, no smoke, mate. No smoke. No smoke, mate. Honestly, I know you're quaking in your boots. I know. Nketiah, can Nketiah do? Can he do it, Sane? Can Nketiah do? Yeah, Glazer news tonight. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But I want to get into more Eric Tenhag on what you guys thought about it. Eric Tenhag is quite clear. We were not awake. We were asleep in the first 15 minutes. They were a threat in the transition. That to me is quite damning. So when he says it's clear, we were not awake. We were asleep in the first 15 minutes. He's basically calling them dozy. And these are some of the players who are supposed to be pushing to the first team. You know what Tenhag's been like. He don't care about your reputation. If you play, if he thinks that you've done well, you get another chance in the first team. And whoever's not doing great in the first team then sits on the bench. So this is quite damning. When a manager says we were not awake, they worked on a plan. They practiced it, and they didn't deliver. And he's literally saying, "Where were you guys?" He said in the second goal, we were not awake. The bad rest defense, especially in the midfield, we got ran off. It's not possible. It's unacceptable. And when he uses these damning words, some people are like, "Oh, he's a bit." These players have not played together. To me, that's the only thing. These players that he's put together, the Brandon Williams, the Juan Bassakas, the Donny van der Beeks, they've not really played together or gelled together for a long time. So you can understand them finding it a bit difficult. But they work together, and 100% they work together on teamship as a team. And they've practiced certain things. And then that didn't work. And you know what he's like on detail. This manager's going to slate you to nothing regardless of what. If he thinks you're slow on detail. In the second goal, we're not awake. Bad rest defense, especially in midfield. We got run off. So basically means that we had people where we thought, okay, we're comfortable. People were running off players. And that's unacceptable. It's not possible. He's basically saying it's unacceptable. This can't happen because they've worked on it. They must have watched Cadiz play. So this is how it is, people. This is how it is. Yeah, big up everybody, man. Yeah, we were on the United stand today. Big up Rick and Adam and the United stand team, innit? It was good to get on there and to talk about the Glazers, innit? To talk about what's going on with the football team. And actually, Rick made a really fascinating points about players not played together. And yeah, we can see that. But Eric Tenhag is one of these ruthless managers that thinks, yeah, I know you've not played together, but in practice, we've practiced this in training. We practiced these details in training. I've showed you this. And then you go there like you was asleep. And that's where the frustration came from for me. He's also tried to wake some of the players up, in my point of view, because he understands that he's going to have some of these players for Burnley, because we're not going to have all of the guys who come back from the World Cup in this League Cup, in this League Cup draw. They're going to bring 7,000 fans to Burnley. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is a derby. So that's the reason why. The first goal as well, set up play, bad organisation and discipline. You can see the goal after that. We came in the game. We couldn't make the equaliser before half-time. So, yeah, look, he's going by goal by goal. That's what he's doing. So it's crazy. Big up to every one of you. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Please hit that notification button because it lets you know when we're going live, people. Big up. Big up. Yeah, Stockport Incy. What a player he is, honestly. I predicted that. I know young players, you can never be sure. They can promise so much, young players. They can promise so much and can look so good. But for me, trust me, I know the people around this kid. This kid's feet is way under. It's going to be weighed. Trust me. He's not going to get giddy or get overexcited. Trust me. And I expect this kid to make it. Nuruddin, you know the Arabs are the new owners. Yeah? Last breaking news. Have you got breaking news for us? Let us know what you think, bro. Eric Tenhag on the young players in the second half. They gave energy. They ran and fight. Maybe not always in the right organization. They make mistakes. And that's what young players are going to do. Young players are going to make mistakes. Because they're not playing week in, week out, playing against big men, season in, season out professionals. Like I said, Cadiz has got one player in the World Cup. We've got 16. 16 players at the World Cup. They've got 1. So this is their proper team. And they took us apart at the end of the day. They took us apart. But I loved Iqbal burst. And it's a shame that he got brought down because I would have. He's a good finisher. Zidane Iqbal is a really good finisher. So I expect him to score. But I was so happy for the injection of pace. Obviously, he got lucky with the deflection or whatever. But the injection and the change of direction quickly that Kobe Manu did. Stockport Insime, what he did. What he did, how he changed direction quickly. And then the burst of pace to get the shot away. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was a good lesson. They see small mistakes and the big consequences. There you go. So he's not going hard on the youngsters, but the youngsters, because they played together, they look much better. Because these young players have played together. They know each other's games. Of course, this is the first time they've been exposed playing against a professional season in, season out professionals. So you could see the bits of patterns of play. You could see that. Erik Tenhag, we are happy with the game. Of course, you always have some positives, even when you lose. But today was more negatives. And he's mainly talking about that first team. I personally believe he would not have changed that. He would have made sure that he would have changed them maybe in the 60th minute, 70th minute. Maybe that's what he would have done. I personally believe that that's what he would have done. Instead, it was like, nah, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. He was like, you didn't listen to me. We planned this game. Do you guys think that they didn't plan out certain scenarios with Erik Ten Hag in the training? He showed them videotapes, like what Cadiz do, how they transition. He's shown them, he's like, this is what we need to do. This is what you have to do. Because he's got the time to plan for that game. They've had a week to plan for that game. And this is the reason why he's going in hard on them. People need to understand that. And that's why he's took them all off, changed all of it in the second half. And to be fair, Dubravka's not covered himself in any glory, has he? Come on, let's be honest. He looked dopey. He looked like he was sleeping. I thought he was, when he was like, oh, they weren't awake. He was talking about Dubravka. But yeah, the thing about Donny van der Beek, I think he understands that he's cursed at Man United. And I think he's playing like a guy who's going through the motions, who just wants to go in January. And for the please, just let him go. Just let him go, please. Let him go. Give Iqbal an opportunity, maybe to come on, or else send him alone to Middlesbrough with Carrick or Kieran McKenna, Ipswich. He breaks it down. Will the Glazers get out? We hope so. We pray. We absolutely hope and pray. That's all we can do. Hope and pray that the Glazers will go. Yeah, blame on Aaron Bissaka and Lindelof. But then, to be fair, how do you know, like, when was the last time you saw Aaron Bissaka play? Of course he's going to be rusty. He's going to be rusty. He's been going through some dark times and rough times. If Arsenal win the league, you have to wear a Conte wig for a week. Okay, fair bet. Right? And then I'll have to come to London. We'll meet at Edgware Road. And I'll show the people. No, I'll wear a wig, right? I'll wear a wig for a week. Or you let me do the exclusive. Who the hell is saying Miasi? Do you promise saying Miasi? Should we shake on it? Let's shake on it. All right? That's a fair bet. I get the exclusive to who the hell is saying Miasi? Who's the real saying Miasi? I'll come. We'll do a little interview with you at Edgware Road. And if I have to do, we'll do the interview, but I'll wear the wig. No problem. Exactly. It was embarrassing. We need these players against Burnley. Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. We need these players against Burnley 100%. But big up Samiasi. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Saying, are you getting on getting top 4 winning the Premier League? Listen, say, I won't be worried about the league. I agree with Lilas. Concentrate on finishing top 4, mate, about that smoke. I'm telling you, he's on that smoke. I'm telling you, the shisha pipes. I don't know what's in those pipes, but we need to check. We need to have a steward's inquiry, I personally think. We need to have an intervention against Miasi because there's something on that pipe. Alicia, keep your bicycle chain well oiled in this weather. 100%. 100%. I'm taking it in tomorrow. Touch wood to get it oiled. Honestly, crazy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this man's moral. If you heard good, it's not good enough. 100%. Yeah. I mean, to me. It's the first time we've had a manager that's about the standards, lifting the standards. That's literally lifting the standards, and who's not afraid to come out and say, "Guys, we worked on this for a week. This is what we've worked on," and you guys were sleeping. So, in this channel, a lot of people call us negative, innit? When we point out certain players are just taking their wages and not earning it. You have to earn your wages, man. You have to earn it. Listen, it's not about getting beat. There's not a point. There's absolutely. It's only 3 results in football. 3 results in football. You win, you lose, or you draw. That's the only. It's 3. 3. You win, you lose, or you draw. That's how it is. So don't mind losing. Don't mind drawing. But it's the way you lose. It's the way you lose. That's what matters. No, they're not gonna get about Prince Subai is a United fan. Plenty of pictures of him in the United jersey. Listen, he could be a United fan, but it don't mean that my guy's got money to go and buy the whole club. You know what I mean? You guys make me laugh. Big up Logan, man. Big up the regulars, innit? Big up Lilas. Lilas, we've not seen you for a while. How are you doing, bro? Enjoying the World Cup? Bloody Burnley, exactly. Burnley see Man United, when they come to Old Trafford, they see it as a derby. And our players still mentality think, oh, it's only small Burnley. It's only little old, but who the hell are Burnley? And the outskirts of Manchester, little town. No, mate. They see it as a derby. So, of course, they're going to come. And when they're going to come hard. They're going to try to get through. And you know the extra added things well. Who is it? Who's their manager? Ex-City captain, legend. It is what it is, man. I was gonna get when I saw you with Rick and Red. Yeah, man. Big up to them both, man. Big up to the United Stand crew, innit? And everything makes me mad, lol. Of course. I agree with you about Sesko, yeah. Big up Claire, big up Alicia Sinkanova. I agree with you about Gakpo, Team Sesko. Yeah, listen, I do want Gakpo. Man United need as many as possibly really good players that we need. I just don't think we can wait for turning Gakpo into a striker. Man United for the past 10 years have not bought a striker. The last guy that we bought was Rashford. Martial. Man United need to go and buy a proper striker. Stop messing about and doing this bits here and there. Go and get a proper striker. Big up, here we go. Big up Khalees Remedy, that's the chief editor report on Man United Real Therapy. The first quarter results of Man United include the board directors did not approve of the payment on the semi-annual dividends for fiscal 2023. Well, they need a bit of a cash. There's not that bit of cash anyway. This should have reflected factors including significant investments made in a team last summer. Wow, they spent a bit of money. Well, we know what that means, innit? They're most likely will sell, but because they're not going to take dividend, they're going to wait for the biggest dividends of all. The biggest dividend of them all. What that is, 6 or 7 billion in their cash in their bank accounts. Fat cash wood of 7 billion. So what's the point of taking 10 million here, 15 million here, when you're going to take 20 million here when you can take 700 million? Just to say about the Glazers as well. To me, some people would say maybe in terms of staying on with Tenhag and the team yesterday, some people might say Tenhag was a bit too harsh. But to me, I don't think he's been too harsh when he's worked on certain things and he knows Burnley game is coming. And he knows we're not going to have majority of those players. Because we can already see time that's been given to Eriksen. They went out last week. Eriksen still not joined up with them. Eriksen still not joined up with them. So it is what it is. Yeah, he's going back to Newcastle apparently. Yeah, and apparently was supposed to be getting this Kone guy, and he let him 6 the other day. He wasn't even close to saving any of those goals, and actually a couple of them he could have saved. He couldn't save the first one, but the second one, the positioning, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Crazy. Alicia, you gotta be careful. My manager will not let me sign my timesheet out when I joked. Come on, come on, Senegal on Sunday. Hey, think it over. He don't know you, does he? He doesn't know you. But let's see what Sammy has got to say. We're winning the league, then the Champions League next season. By summer, we'll have Felix, Madison, Saha, maybe Ivan, Tony. I have to read that again slowly, people. We're winning the league, then the Champions League next season. By summer, we will have Felix, Madison, Saha, maybe even Ivan Toney and Tillemans. Wow. I'm telling you, as it goes on, week on, as it goes on, somebody's really putting too much of not too much of the crazy stuff in that shisha pipe that you're smoking. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely telling you. What do you think of that, guys? Hey, there's more chance, say me, I see. There's more chance of us, Therapy Army, literally going live from Mars than you winning the Champions League next season. How about that? How about that? There's more chance of us, the whole Therapy Army, where we are in the world, doing a live show from Mars than you winning the Champions League. How about that, eh? How about that? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Big up Kyle Lewis, man. Big up. I don't think you can read too much into the friendly. It's all about match fitness. No, but you know what? You can read to it because he's given them a specific plan and he asked them to play in a specific way. And at the end of the day, boom, it's not there. Now, 100% I agree with you, Logan. Donny still has time to get his career back. He needs to go to a club where there's no big pressure on him, where he can just play his football and get himself, maybe Valencia, maybe in Spain, maybe Serie A. I think he will do good both in Serie A or in Spain. I think he would. Get rid of Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, Basaka, Fred, McTominay, Jones, and Sancho. Big up, Khaleesi says, I think Donny go at the end of the season. I wish him all the best, whatever happens. Yeah, man. Big up evening, bro. Listen, all of you, there's nearly 100 of you here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And hit that notification button so that it lets you know when we're next live, people. Let's go, people. Let's go. Hit the likes, man. There you go. You're getting told here. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Big up, Sammy Assi. Basically, Sammy Assi, Black Hawk Down. Everything the Americans say happened, the opposite happened to them. That's why you gotta give it to the Americans. Leave no man behind. This is the Marine Corps. Absolute jokers. There are a couple of documentaries. Well, there might be a couple of documentaries, but check them out on YouTube. What really happened at Black Hawk Down, and you'll see. But it's a bit. If you're a bit too squeamish, it's not. It's quite gruesome. So be careful. Make sure that you watch it on a day where you can, you can take it in. Can I make bud? Yeah, 100%, Claire. Give me 2 seconds. Big up, Claire. Big up, Claire. Yeah, Black Hawk Down, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, man. Honestly, these mans are jokers. These men are absolute jokers. Yeah, I've added you now, Claire. Hopefully it should come up now that you're a moderator. Big up to everybody. Big up everybody. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Second last relegate in the Liga because he can't outplay, no outclass them. Eric Tenhag's post-match body language showed the agitation, the anger. Only 3 or 4 out of our players played well. Miracle to sell penny pensioners. Sell penny pensioners, crazy. I know it's crazy, isn't it? I know it's crazy, but yeah, it is what it is. That genuinely is what it is. United should buy Naper. Is Mark Bosnich available? No. He's wiling, Claire. He's more than wiling. He's crazy. Anyway, big up Khalid Ramadine Lassie hitting us with certain breaking news, people. Manchester United have generated 71 million cash in the first quarter of 2021-22 from the day to today activity. This is a fall of 3 million in 22-23. Kieran Maguire. Big up Kieran Maguire, man. Man knows his stuff. Total net interest paid by Manchester United since being acquired by the Glazer family. Wow. Which works out 1.2 million a week. Woo! That's crazy, isn't it? Imagine 1.2 million walking out every week out of this club. It's effing crazy. Effing crazy, man, what they've done to that football club. Little lass, it's on to you, saying Phil Jones winning the Ballon d'Or, innit? Nah, it's more chance of us, more chance of me doing this show from Mars, honestly. Welcome in, people. Welcome in, people. Welcome to the show. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification button. It lets you know when we're next live. Yeah, so just to sum it up about Eric Tenhag, he has a standards. He's one of the first managers to make huge demands on these players. Actually, it's not huge demands. It's just that demands that we've not seen. We've not been aware of these demands. And he's coming out and telling it as it is because he knows the Burnley game is coming and it's going to be without majority of the 16 players who are at the World Cup. So that's how it is, people. That is how it is. That is how it is. Big up to everybody that's getting Glazers out trending, by the way. Big up to everybody that's got Glazers out trending. Glazers out is trending. Yeah. So big up to everybody who's making that trend. Big up everybody that's making that trend, man. That needs to trend even more, seriously. Glazers, the Glazers. Yeah, for the first time in a long time, they've not paid any dividends. Why is that? Because to me, they're looking for the first dividends that they can take when they get that 17 million. That's what they're looking for. That, to me, that's what they're looking for, the Glazers, honestly. They're looking for that 7 billion. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Practically, basically, they cannot afford to run so our debt is basically too high, people. And if the debt is too high, maybe the sale can't happen. You know, if the debt is too high, if they take dividends, it just adds to the debt, didn't it? They did take a debt out last time, people, by the way. They took money out to pay themselves a dividends. That's what they did. They literally took dividends and paid themselves. That's what they did. Honestly, that's what they did. They literally, that's what they did, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. They did that. They paid themselves a dividends. They took a debt out and paid themselves a dividends. So let's just talk about it now. Actually, when we're on them, let's just talk about it. For many of you, big up. There was an article produced by the Athletic. Sometimes it might have been today, and it basically said, if I'm not mistaken, there was an interview that was done by one of these law firms in the US, and what they basically did was to this woman that was interviewed, and basically she tried to put it down and say the way that Man United is going to be sold is going to be extremely different to the way that Chelsea was sold. Chelsea, the sale had to happen. Chelsea, it had to happen. It had to happen quickly, and it had to happen. So the way Manchester United are going to be sold is going to be different, way different, because the way we are registered in the Cayman Islands, Manchester United are registered in the Cayman Islands, and it's going to be different. The situation was that it was an emergency. The sale of Chelsea was an emergency, was basically an emergency, and that's what it became. So, Man United, the way we're registered, there's going to be somebody to come and buy the shares because they own obviously the class B shares. The class A shares are not really worth anything, and this is what they were offering to people. They think people were stupid. They were asking for 30%, right? Literally 30%, people, of Class A shares. That's what they're asking for. So they said if the Glazers decide to sell Manchester United at the end of the day, the evaluation, strategic alternative, there will be hoops to jump through yet. United are publicly listed on New York Exchequer Exchange, so they have to abide by the rules of the NYSE to have adhere to a particular rules. The fact that Manchester United is the PLC, the ultimate parent company of the Premier League club, is incorporated into the Cayman Islands and adds to the regulatory complexity for a potential sale. So when Sky were coming out and saying, "Oh, this is a quick sale, it's going to be a quick sale," and all of this kind of stuff, I was like, "Yo, these kind of sales, it's not like Chelsea." Basically, the Chelsea sale, it had to happen very quickly because of the political situations with what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. So Ibrahimovic was told, and all of the oligarchs in London who are close to Putin, all of them had to forgo their businesses, and that's why what happened. Big up there, Logan. So, would you integrate Iqbal into the first team 100%? I would let Donny go in January and integrate 100%. I would integrate Iqbal 100%. Big up Ahmad Iqbal, innit, my brethren. Donny was dropping deep for Zidane yesterday. I can't go hard on him for that. Yeah, no, listen, we're not gonna go hard on anybody. When I look at him, I just don't like his looks. He's happy. Big up, man. Brother Nuruddin, Viva Morocco, man. Viva Morocco, Rashid. Big up. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. So just to go back to what, big up, Windy Grand. What are your thoughts on PSG German comments about wanting Rashford? Well, it is, but they're going to have to put the money up, aren't they? They're going to have to put the money up. If I was Rashford, I would like to go, honestly. I would go if I was Rashford. Honestly, if they offered 80 million or something like that, if I was Rashford, I would go and play in another country. You can always come back to you, man. Manchester always will be Marcus Rashford's home. It will always will be. Go and test yourself. Maybe learn French, learn another culture, just to get out of the heat. So the point that I'm bringing it back to the Glazers, the point that what I'm going to try to make for you guys. Yeah, big up Khalees Romidin, that's the chief editor of United Real Therapy. This will be the first time the Glazers won't be taking dividends since 2016. It is what it is, people. I personally believe it's because of the debt. They don't want to add to the debt because they borrowed money last year and during a lockdown. They borrowed money to take the dividends. I think it was going to be adding to the debt, so they don't have that cash inflow. They're short on cash, and they can't afford to do that. So it is what it is. So when Sky Sports broke that news saying that this is going to be a quick sale, I was like, it ain't going to be a quick sale, man. When people are talking about the spring, that means for me, the work in the past 6 months has been done already. If Man United are going to be sold, that means from May, June onwards, the Glazers have already negotiated and all of the work is done. From the article from the Athletic, it looks complicated. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be. That's why I don't believe it's going to be a quick sale, people. I genuinely don't believe it's going to be a quick sale. I genuinely do not believe it's going to be a quick sale. 100%. I do not believe that. Honestly, I don't believe it's going to be a quick sale. Unless the groundwork has already been done from May, June already, and the Glazers are just having us on, and they've had to announce it, last month or the month before to say, oh yeah, we might be selling. So all of that work has been done. So when I was reading that article, the Sky Sports article saying that about mentioning about a spring sale, nah, I'm not having it. Did any of you guys read the article? Or am I the only one? It was an interview with one of these firms in America that do these big sales, these law firms. I'm one of the women who got interviewed. So at the moment, what people are telling us are the Glazers are awaiting results of the evaluation strategic alternatives. This is what they said. And after that, they might choose to sell Manchester United. But how do they sell publicly listed company? And when you're selling publicly listed company, it's not easy. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. And the guy who wrote the article, Dan Sheld, spoke to a corporate lawyer who explained the process. It was a corporate lawyer who explained the process, and the process ain't easy. Man United have got the Manchester United listed in the Cayman Islands for tax tax evasion, tax free, mate. Crazy, isn't it? The criminality in this country. Like when people go tax avoidance, are you taking the mick? It's tax evasion, mate. Tax evasion. That's what it is. Tax evasion. That is what it is. Yeah. I mean, to me, I already know what the excuse is going to be. If they feel like, oh, they're not getting the money they're going to the most likely happens that they will say, oh, we didn't get what we asked for, and we only sell if the price is right. You know what I mean? They basically said that, didn't they? If the price is right, that's when they're going to sell. So, yeah, honestly. Well, we'll see anyway. We'll see. So, just to go back, what one of the things that Kieran Maguire says, Manchester United borrowings increased to 680 million at the 30th September 2022, plus 431 million owned to the trade suppliers, including outstanding installments on transfer fees. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. He's broke it down here, guys. He's literally broke it down here. I'll just read it again for you again. Manchester United borrowing increased to 680 million at 30th September 2022, plus 431 million owed to trade suppliers, including outstanding installments on transfer fees. That's a lot, people. That is a lot. You combine both of them, what you're looking at, $1 billion. That's almost $1 billion. $1 billion in debt. That's why, to me, they have to sell. But we're not getting giddy in here. We're not getting giddy. We're not getting too giddy. But the sale is going to be a quite complex sale. Unless they've done the work, like I said, the groundwork from May, June, July. This idea of a quick sale for me is not, because Chelsea, it was an emergency sale, 100%. It was not like a it took 3 months, wasn't it? Oh, actually, Chelsea were going to go bankrupt. Remember when they were saying that They couldn't pay for hotels. They couldn't pay for coaches and stuff like that. You know, even coach would take the players onto, yeah. Nuruddin, I saw last night in Turkish transfer news said that United have a new owners like sitting Newcastle Arabs. Wow, Lilas. Wow. How reliable are these Turkish transfer news? How reliable are they? Are they quite reliable? Alice ripped down Averon tonight, classic. Not surprised the club is linked with tax havens. Of course. Of course. January sales. January sales FC. Buy one, get one free FC. Guys, are you taking the mitt? There's nearly 100 of you in here. And now you are literally taking the absolute biscuit. And you've only got 52 likes. Get the lights up, people. There's no money to take out unless they want to leverage the debt of the club. 100%. 100%. And that's why, honestly, I'll have to show you guys. Let me just show you what Kieran McKenna just said on Twitter. Let me show you. Share on screen. Just have a look at that, guys. Have a look at this. Have a look at that there. Look, he breaks it down. That's almost $1 billion in debt. Manchester United are almost $1 billion in debt. So when he breaks it down here, look, Manchester United borrowing increased, right, to 680 million at September 30th September 2022, plus 431 million owned to trade suppliers, including outstanding installments on transfer fees. And it's got it highlighted here. I don't know if you can see, guys. Borrowings, trade and other payables. So he's basically borrowings. He's added it all together. Manchester United have generated 71 million cash in the last quarter. Yeah, you gave us that before. So here, Manchester United, you can see here, it says Manchester United cash balance fell from 121 million on 30th of June 2022 to 24 million at the 30th of September. So the drop-off was almost 100 million in terms of what the cash balance is. Yeah. Getting screwed, people. Glazeronomics. Glazers do what Glazers do. But there you go, people. Glazers do what Glazers do, innit? Glazers are always going to glazer. Glazers are always going to glazer, people. Talk to me, people. Are we excited for the World Cup as well? Are we excited that the World Cup's coming to an end? Was it refreshing for you to watch any games last night? Let us know your thoughts, people. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. We're trending, man. Manchester United's trending. It's just a bit of news about they won't be taking any dividends. Yeah. It's crazy. Glazeronomics. I just want to go back. I made a mistake. So this is the borrowing, what they're borrowing and what we're in debt for. So that's how much they're borrowing. It was two different things. So yeah, I think with the 600 or whatever that we own, basically every time they get bank loans to cover transfer installments. But I don't know, what are these payable things? Is it for the ground? Is this because now that they invested a little bit in the women in the extension? Is that where the money might be going? Big up Nuruddin Therapy. I love what you do. I just wanted to I just want to say, keep doing your thing, my guy. Big up, man. Big up Werdy Ahmed, man. Love, brother. Love people. Love and like we know by experience, the Glazers move like snails. It'll take time. Give them a year's time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 100%, Jarvis. You hit right on the head. It all depends how desperate Glazers sell. It all depends on how desperate the Glazers to sell. Yeah, it will be. The Glazers not all Manchester United more. It's over. Wow, that's what they're saying in this news that you're watching. Wow, wow, that says a lot. Of course, no value in the market. That's where it all started, people. When the top 9 clubs in Europe were hoarding all the best players, Fergie used to come out. That was Fergie's line. And Fergie got paid well by that for the Glazers to say that. It's crazy. I used to work at corporate law. There are many facets to the sale of a PLC. There you go, Wadi Ahmed. There you go. So it's not going to be quick and easy, people. It's not going to be easy. As long as the fans believe it's all, as long as the fans believe it's an overnight thing. I don't think it is. Nuruddin, are we going to see you more in the United States? We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. The Glazers will either bankrupt us or sell us. At the moment, it's looking like the other way, bro. Big up, Leila. Said, Nuruddin, are the best Turkish news in the world at all? Nuruddin, are they the best Turkish news in the world? Or what will be said is true? I believe in them. Okay, big up, Leila. The Glazer here, it's more like it's more than a billion. There's interest on the payment plus loans that they keep putting on the club. Of course. 58 likes, people. 58 likes. Shame on you all. Nuruddin, Qatar Saudi want Liverpool to join the ownership, and Bellingham is coming to us. Ali, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. Wendy says, the sale is only difficult if the buyer and the seller don't agree on the evaluation. If the Arab owners don't plan to haggle, then it will be easy. Yeah, I do believe that, but because it's a public, there's a lot more things. Well, publicly, excuse me, the Glazers can't really come out and comment on a lot of the things, but they made the comments. But because they have to abide by the NCC, is that what's called, the NCC? They have to abide by the New York Stock Exchange. That's what they have to apply. United are publicly listed on the New York Stock Exchange and have to adhere to particular rules. And also the fact that Man United PLC is the ultimate parent company of the Premier League club is incorporated in the Cayman Islands and adds to the regulatory complexity for the potential sale. Yeah, that's what people are claiming. Big up Logan says, no, with 121 million available in cash, that means they probably took out a loan to buy Anthony Casemiro. More leverage debt on the club, 100%. Glazeronomics, bankrupt within the club since 2005. There you go. I think you've hit it really right on the head. But guys, what do you think? Windy asked the question, bringing it back to the football and putting a stop on the Glazer a minute. What do you think? If Man United were getting decent money, would you let Rashford go? I know it'd be crazy for Man United to let Rashford go. Obviously, Tenhag likes him. For the first time, he's getting coaching. But you know, it could be. You know, there might be something in this. Rashford to PSG. Would you let him go? Yeah, big up, man. Big up, bro. Big up the Dark Knight. Love, brother. England versus France will be an interesting game for us for sure. Yeah, that'll be a very interesting game. Very, very interesting game. Actually, let's go to that. Let's go to the game. Guys, what do you guys think about this game tomorrow? Saturday. What do you think about the game? And what do you think about what do you think about the last 8 in the World Cup? Do you think everybody deserves to be there? Is there? Who have you been most excited about in this World Cup? What team has excited you? What team has excited you? What team has excited you, people, man? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Talk to me. What team has excited you? What do you think? I can't wait to be over World Cup to watch Manchester United in the Premier League. Yeah, I don't think you and many millions and nearly 1 billion people in the world. Morocco first game. The game was mental. Yeah, what a game that was, honestly. What a game. And the penalty shootout, how poor was Spain. How poor have the penalty shootouts been? Some of the penalty shootouts have been embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Some of them have been really good, but some of them have been really embarrassing. What I like for me, and I always say, if you doubt yourself when you picked your spot on a penalty, if you doubt yourself, right? If you doubt yourself when you picked your moment in the penalty, what then tends to happen for me is that then just smash it down the middle. If in doubt, if you're doubting the area you picked and you think, oh, the goalkeeper's done his homework, he's going to go that way, and you're unconfident about it, smash it down the middle. And who did that? Ziyech did that. Ziyech smashed it down the middle. No problem. No problem. There's so many jurisdictions to follow. You need to make sure it fits all the criteria. For Chelsea, it was actually even worse because Ibrahimovic was a Russian oligarch. Yeah, no, 100%. But they had to, because they had to rush through it all. Once they realized, to me, actually, it was easy because he had to let go. The government bullied him to sell the football club. And then they got the things, and that company that's helping the Glazers got all the bidders in. Then they looked at all of the bids, and then cut it down. The last three, last two, last one, boom, and it was sale. Yeah, big up, man. Yes, we'll let go. We'll let go Rashford to PSG. Okay. If Rashford left and was replaced by Gakpo, I don't think we'll be that much worse off. Okay, that's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. Big up to everybody. France, Morocco. Wow. FIFA, Portugal. Portugal for me. Well, Morocco have got injuries. But let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Let's get into this, eh? Let's get into this. England have impressed in attack across three of their World Cup games in Qatar so far, with 12 goals across all three matches versus Iran. You know what I mean? 12 goals. Those three matches and versus Iran, Wales, Senegal, including striker by Jordan, strikes by Jordan Henderson, Bukayo Saka, Harry Kane, in the 3-0 win in the last 16 over the African champions. But yeah, like, to me, they look quite impressive, really impressive. France head-to-head in the quarterfinals as the team with the second most shots, 75, and third highest expected goals, which is like 8.8. But we do have, but they have the golden beat hopeful Kylian Mbappe looking to add overall tally of 9 FIFA World Cup goals. He's at the age of 23. This guy has got more goals than Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. He's only 23. He's got more goals in World Cups. And Ronaldo's played in 5. This is only his second. With serving be provided by more than capable Griezmann. Griezmann's been brilliant. Dembele is a big player for them. For me, I think the game's going to be in the midfield for me personally. When I think about that, I think the game's going to be in the midfield. And when I see England, I think England for me, have to go forward, have to attack. They can't sit off. If England play 5 at the back and sit off, Griezmann will find a way to beat England. To me, I'm like, there's no shame in losing a football match. That's my line, people. You can quote me on that. There's absolutely no shame in losing a football match. But it's how you lose. It's how you lose that matters. And for me, England have to go for France tomorrow. They have to go and attack. Of course, they can't go gun-ho from minute 1, but England have to pick their moments, have to go for it. That's what they have to do. They have to go for it. They have to go for it, and they have to go be brave, play the high line at times, even though you think, ooh, that high line against Mbappe is dangerous. But sometimes you've got to go for it. You have to go for it. And to me, it'll be who scores first in this game. And obviously the lineup. The lineup. I personally would play. Yeah, I think it's going to keep the same team. But I would put Rashford in because on a transition, especially Rashford on the left-hand side, on a transition, because they play quite high line, they try to squeeze the game, France. Playing that that ball from left to that run from Rashford from left to central areas will be devastating. I think that would be devastating. So, yeah, it'll be a very interesting game. So I'll pick my team. You guys will let me know. Speaking of tax evasion, in Malta there's an art gallery that works like a pawn shop where the rich are smuggling millions of cash and pawns into paintings. It's how they whitewash their money. Wow. Jarvis Cocker, the Norwegian sniper, mate. He knows. Look at him. He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. Big up Jarvis Cocker. If you go 90 minutes, England have a chance to win on penalties. Wow. If Rice is injured, I don't think there's any injuries. The hardest battle England being is in Senegal. Sorry, but England are going out. Maggie versus Mbappe. I don't know about that. To me, Mbappe is a player, but on his day, Mbappe can come maybe that day. Pickford's making saves right, left, and centre. Maybe there's good defending. Of course, Mbappe will have one or two chances if he takes them. But in this game, for me, it's about who takes their chance and who takes it. I've really enjoyed the Griezmann, the way the role that Griezmann plays with Chouameni and Rabiot. But Chouameni's on a yellow card and he got substituted in the last game. He got substituted, I think it was second half. He got substituted because he was on a yellow card. And if he gets a second yellow card in Saturday night's game, then that means he's going to miss, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that it? Do they wipe away the yellow cards when you get into the round of 16? When you get into do they do that? They might wipe it away. In some tournaments, they used to wipe it away. So it is what it is. Nuruddin, Harrogate will park the bus. Harrogate. Wow. Nah, Nuruddin, Harrogate will park the bus, he says. Ole Gunnar Southgate, eh? I saw this on Sky Sports that he had an illness. Yeah, listen, no illness is stopping anybody from playing in that game tomorrow. Seriously, ain't nobody stopping anybody playing in that game tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. Nobody stopping in that game anybody about that game tomorrow, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to be crazy. England for England. So tomorrow we're going to see Croatia, Brazil at 3 o'clock in the UK time, and Netherlands versus Argentina. I'm looking forward to that game. I'm genuinely looking forward to that game because they've had some amazing classics throughout the years. Holland and Netherlands versus Argentina. I remember the 98 Dennis Bergkamp goal. I think it's Ronald de Boer, diagonal ball, left foot, diagonal ball, right, 1, 2, 3 touches. It was at the back of the Argentinian net. And I remember 2014, Argentina beat them on penalties to reach the final, actually. So it's going to be very, very interesting, people. Very interesting what's going on in. I mean, the players are coming out. People are talking. Calvin Phillips, everybody's talking here, saying how good Southgate has been, how good Southgate is. Listen, all that talk's going to be cheap. Trust me. All of that's going to be cheap. England's form can frighten France. Some of the England, I mean, obviously they're making it out. The key battle being Kyle Walker versus Mbappe. But I've seen Kyle Walker make horrendous mistakes internationally and in the league. So it can be very, very, it can be hit and miss. He's got the pace. He's got the experience now. But it will be see. Can you not see it? Southgate secretly calling Wan-Bissaka, asking him how to pocket Mbappe. There we go, Windy Grant. 100%. How did he do it? Because the only players who have done it in recent years have been Mbappe, Aaron Bissaka and Tuanzebe. And both of them could have played for England. Griezmann, Giroud, Dembele will be important. Dembele needs to stay focused and attack as much as possible. Yeah, there's so many battles in this game. There's so many battles, man. Big up, Stephen. It says, hey up, mate. I hope you're great, my guy. Love, brother. Love, Stephen. What do you think, Stephen? Who's going to win? Who do you want to win? France or England? Honestly, nobody's talking about that game, Claire. No many people are talking about that game. That to me it could be a classic. obviously, Di Maria was out with a tight muscle, and the other guy, not Tagliafico. Who's the other guy? The number 7 for Argentina. He might be out as well. Let me just have a look. He looks like he could be out as well. So that's going to be a very interesting game. Let's have a look. So let's have a look at the injury. So basically, and this is what was really interesting as well. Louis van Gaal has shrugged off criticism of Argentinian winger Angel Di Maria, with the pair set to meet again on Friday quarterfinals. So basically, Angel Di Maria said the worst coach he ever had was Louis van Gaal, and Louis van Gaal said, "I don't like that. I don't like it that Angel said that. It's a pity," said Van Gaal. But sometimes a head coach has to take decisions, and they do not always end well. So that's what he was talking about. But yeah, it's going to be very, very tight game. Honestly, it's going to be a very, very tight game, I think, tomorrow. And if I don't know the Argentinian injuries, if they do have the injuries, then it's going to be very much. It's going to be a very fascinating game, and I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Brazil, Croatia could do something, and the Croatian coaches basically said they're going to change tactics and attack Brazil. That's what he said. That's it. Rodrigo de Paul. There we go. Rodrigo de Paul. Yeah, he's carrying. I mean, he runs for Messi. He runs for two people. He runs for himself and Messi. So it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Big up Mbongo. It's 1 a.m. in South Africa. Love your content, bro. Love, brother. Love all my Southern African people, innit? Nuruddin, you need to ask me. Nuruddin, you don't even ask me. France all the way. Stephen Kramer, Scottish coming out. The Scottish Friars coming out. Oh my God. He says, need to play Junior Alva, need that press to free Messi up. Hey, look at him. He's already. He's Stephen Kramer's talking like he's from Argentina here. Hey, Stephen Kramer, it's the whole of Scotland turning Argentina shirts tomorrow on Saturday. Are you all ready for that? Already, Nuruddin, what are your predictions on the road to the final? Who would go to the semi-final and the final? Well, I personally think, this is what I think. I said Argentina. I tipped Argentina. But on this one, honestly, this to me, the Argentina Netherlands game, it's 50-50. I can see Netherlands letting Argentina have the ball and then hitting them on the counter. It's going to be a very tactical game. They might play Argentina might match them in terms of tactics, in terms of like playing for 5 at the back, like with the 2 wing backs. They might match each other and like go for player for player. But what's going to be really interesting, are Netherlands going to have the ball, or is Argentina going to have the ball? And to me, all these games, first goal, I'm going to tell you, even the Brazil-Croatia game, the thing about what people don't know about Brazil as well, in the 3 games that Brazil have lost, Argentina was 1-0. They got beaten in the last World Cup by Belgium. I think it was 1-0, if I'm not mistaken. Kevin De Bruyne. Brazil are very much. This Brazil team has not been has not been known to come back from when they're 1-0 down in a game. So it's going to be very interesting. If Croatia score against Brazil, is the trauma still there that Brazil can't come back from that 1-0 down? But in this game, for me, Argentina versus Netherlands, I think who scores first. Honestly, I genuinely do think. And the same thing with England against France. Whoever gets that first goal, the first goal is going to be very interesting. So if you're going to put me on the test right now and say, who's coming out, Netherlands, Argentina? Netherlands. Because Argentina relying too much on Messi. And I think he can only carry them so much. If you're asking me Brazil or Croatia, Brazil. Just, I think 1-0 to Brazil. England, France. First goal again, crucial in this game. Incredibly crucial. If England can keep Mbappe quiet, maybe. But England have to score first to win it for me. The only way I can see England winning this game, if England score first. If you're pushing me, pushing me. France, Mbappe. He's on absolute fire at the moment, mate. And I can't see regardless what Kyle Walker says, I can't see anybody stopping him. Morocco, Portugal. Who do I think? Well, Morocco have got the almost back four out injured. And Buffon is also injured. So we'll have to wait to see how many of those injuries are going to affect them. We're going to have to see that, how much they're going to affect that. Nuruddin, can you talk about Morocco? So, yeah, man, big up, man. Absolute love to the Moroccan and the Moroccan people. If you follow me on social media, people, if you follow me, I showed you. Like, I've got friends in Tangier, Marrakesh, Aswera. So, absolute scenes in Morocco. I posted a video in Tangier in the main square. Oh my God, the main road in Tangier. Absolutely phenomenal scenes. What they have done, put Africa on the map, put the Arab Muslim world on the map. That's what they've done. The three different identities that they carry, the Moroccans carry. And then every one of them going up to their mum, the manager goes up to their mum. Big up Waleed, mate. Big up Waleed. I love his in-game management. Knows who to take off, who to bring on. But I just think the two centre-halves, one of them, he's pulled that kind of hamstring. Cease, the guy who used to play for Wolverhampton, he looks like he pulled his hamstring. And then the other centre-half, who's really good, they've been the key players in the heart of a Moroccan defence. He had a groin injury. So I can't see him playing as well. But Amrabat has been brilliant. And the liaison, I'll tell you, liaison saying hands off everybody. I think with Brazil will beat Croatia. Very bad. Croatia does not have fast players to match Brazil. We shall see. They've got a decent defense, though. They can defend well. Portugal were on fire, yeah, 100%. That's the best game they've played. And it's a shock, people. It's a shock that Portugal play their best football without Ronaldo. Ooh, that's a shocker, isn't it? That's a shocker. Who would have thought? Yeah. So listen, let's pick the England team. Obviously, to me, the back four stay the same. Unless, would you expect Southgate to change it to a back five? Will he change it to a back five? What do you guys think? Is he going to change it to a back five? I would say 4-3-3. Henderson, Rice, Bellingham. I will play Rashford off the left. And then I'll play Saka off on the right, Kane down the middle. Who are you picking, guys? But I've got a sneaky... I don't know why. I just feel like maybe he's going to change it. Maybe he's going to change it. Fred, will he tell you apart? Song of the year. I know. Abramat, absolute boss. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Portugal will win if they don't start Ronaldo. There you go, Claire. There you go. But listen, for me, the only way I see Morocco losing this game is that if the defenders are injured, the two centre-halves are injured, and Buffon is injured as well. Because having Buffon on one side and having Ziyech on the other side, I think they can trouble them. They can trouble them with that Nouri guy as well up front. They can trouble. But again, to me, in this time, if it's 1-0, I can see teams holding out for 1-0. Honestly, I'm not gonna say to you, some of these games are gonna go to penalties, and I'm gonna predict some of these games are gonna be won by 1-0, just by one goal. The only way England win is prayers, Pogba's contract, African witch doctors. I don't know about that. Man like Saiz bandaged up the hamstring, hanging off. Honestly, it was crazy. Just the sheer will and power. Just in terms of effort, they've only conceded one goal, Morocco, and that was an own goal in one of the group stages. There was an own goal they conceded. Yeah, midfield, definitely. So you would play Foden, okay. Foden instead of Saka. Okay, fair enough then. Fair enough. I won't be surprised Southgate changed to back five. He's going to be too scared. If England sit off and go to a back five and sit off, England are getting beat because that's too negative. Rice and Henderson versus France. To be fair, Chouameni, I don't know why I can say Chouameni. Chouameni, it's not that experience in World Cup level either. Neither is Rabiot. And one of their most impressive players has been Griezmann. Just the way that he's popping into different areas, picking up the ball here and there. He's a very intelligent footballer. And they reckon that, according to the Champs, he can play as a CDM. He can be a playmaker because he's got that short, long passing. So it's going to be very interesting. If France change it up, if France maybe go a bit more defensive, maybe they don't pay Dembele. Maybe they go Griezmann on that side and have an extra midfielder in midfield. It's going to be very interesting what happens. But those of you who follow me, when I see the team and the lineup, I'll be tweeting about that. I'll be telling you the way I feel the game's going to go. So make sure that guy Red Devil, Mr. Structure on Twitter, people, if those of you who are on Twitter. I prefer Frank Bruno. Know what you mean, Harry. Bruno, yeah, 100%. Bruno's been brilliant. Bruno's been stalling. Yeah, he's been brilliant, Bruno. Listen, Bruno's been really good for Man United as well. I love how good Morocco have been, but I'm sure Portugal will beat them. Comes down to injuries and fatigue after playing exactly 120 minutes, couple of days. To me, the biggest thing is not about the fatigue. I think they're thriving on adrenaline, Jarvis. But adrenaline can get you through that. But what it is the injuries to key players. But don't be shocked or surprised if Morocco beat them again. Honestly, put out the Spanish, put out their next door neighbors as well. Do not be surprised. Fun fact, Morocco have never won a penalties before this World Cup. There you go. Well, the guy, doesn't he? Bono, he plays in Spain, doesn't he? He plays in Spain. Big up, man. Big up with the likes. What do you think about Pickford? Pickford has been good, actually. This has been good. He pulled off really two good saves against Senegal. Really good, two impressive, decent saves. He's not been he's not been as calamity as he could be. He's always good for England, though, to be fair. Big up 0-6 for Massi Basaka. As an African, it's nice to see African nation actually defend their first and allow the stars to be stars. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Big up Morocco. It's just the organization. It's about the team spirit. It's the family unit they have in that. It's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Big up Claire. Listen, big up Nuruddin in the chat. Yeah, big up Claire, man. Love and light, by the way. Big up Claire, the moderator. Smash a like. Smash a like. Smash the likes, everyone. The Realist channel on YouTube. Big up, bro. Love. Listen, it's our community. We all have it. It's all of us, people. It's all of us. So big up to every one of you. Big up to every single one of you, genuinely. Yeah. All I would say is this quarter fight is going to go. A lot of the games are going. I think some of the games are going to go to penalties, and I think there might be some of the games are going to be won by 1-0. Honestly. But yeah, those of you who are on social media, make sure we follow each other on Twitter. And tag me if you want me to follow back. But yeah, love people. Love. We'll leave you on that one. Yeah, Eric Tenhag was right. In summary, Eric Tenhag, I believe, was right to come out because they worked on a plan, they've trained on it, and he hooked them all off because he's tried to get them into mentality, their mind. He's trying to tell them, guys, I need you guys in this league game against Burnley. They're going to be bringing 7,000 fans into Old Trafford. So he's letting them know, guys, 16 of the players that first team are all of the World Cup. And I can't just bring them back from the World Cup and start them in a game. So I'm going to need you. This is what it's going to be. I'm an elephant Danish, if I remember. There we go. I don't know about that. I don't know about your elephant sinking over. Yeah, when it gets to the nitty-gritty, a lot of teams just go defensive. 100%. 100%. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not an England fan. There are a lot of... I don't know how many of you know, but there's been throughout the years, there's been a friction. I think it started with Beckham. The way England fans were like hounding Beckham and treated Beckham. And the way, obviously, the racism that Rashford has got, Sancho has got, and Saka has got as well. A lot of United fans, actually, were not. There have been a lot of a lot of England fans who've had banners and stuff like that disparaging Man United. That's why we sing Argentina when we sign an Argentina play, Argentina, Argentina. And that's why we sing about Ronaldo. That boy Ronaldo makes England look sharp. That's what I'm saying to you. We literally, Man United, there's a lot of Irish following who do not like England. And there's a sign on the top of the Stretford Inn, and it literally says Republic of Mancunia. This aspect of Manchester, we don't think we're in England. We don't think we're in England. And we represent England. But for the nation, for everybody, what everybody's going through, would I mind England winning the World Cup? Yes, I would. Well, because it will bring the country together in a certain way. For me, it will make a lot of people happy where it's difficult times in the country right now with the cost of living crisis and everything. So it will absolutely bring the country together, and football can do that. Football can do that. And I bet you there won't ever be mentioning anything to do with the migrant workers or the LGBT rights in Qatar. All you will hear is, what a great tournament. That tournament, we went there and we won it. That's all you'll hear about it. If you underestimate the fatigue factor, Portugal had an easy game and they only played 60 to 70 minutes before taking their foot off the gas. No, I understand that, but I genuinely do think Jarvis Hooker. I saw it with 1919. I saw it with the 1919. Manchester United. That season, we played so many games. We went to the final of the FA Cup, final of the Champions League. The league title went to the last game. You know what I mean? The last home game at Old Trafford. So I remember Manchester United. It was the adrenaline that kept us going. Obviously, Fergie was interchanging Dwight York, Sheringham and stuff like that. Of course, the attacking players. But for me, it's about those two centre halves. If Sias plays, then they might have a chance. But of course, mentally drained. But it's about missing out the key players. The key players. The injuries will hurt them more than the fatigue for me. So who's in the semi-finals, Nuruddin, bro? Who's in your semi-final? I've just said it. To me, it could be semi-final. Let me go back to it. Semi-final could be for me, Brazil, Netherlands, and France, Portugal. That could be because of the injury to Morocco. That'd be the semi-finals. But if Croatia score first, we know that Brazil in the last couple of years, they've been beaten by European teams. They got beat by Argentina. But yeah. It is. It's the truth. It's the truth. So for me, we don't really, England. Alicia, you called myself an elephant. Alicia, Mr. Structure, I think I called myself an elephant. All right, good. Nuruddin, what do you think about Jesus' injury? I think it kills our title hopes, even though I didn't think we'd win it anyway, 100%. I think Arsenal, for me, this will show for me how much this board is backing your manager. I'm not going to lie to you. It will show, American Arsenal fan, it will show how much this board believes in Arteta. You've got to go and splash the gas in January. I think you need 2 strikers. I don't think you need 1. I think you need another midfielder in case Thomas Partey gets injured. And I think you might need another centre half as well. I really think that. I think Jesus is a huge miss. He was so much part of your hold-up play, the way he was going left and right, the way he was bringing Martinelli and Saka into the game. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's been one of your best players this season. Yes, we say that he's not scored a lot of goals, but he was doing the job of Bobby Sunshine was doing when Liverpool were winning the league and were going to a Champions League finals back-to-back. That's what he's doing. That's what he's done. Jesus is a huge miss for you guys. But anyway, I think we'll end it here. Love and light, people. Love and light. Love the 2 cats, of course. Piers Morgan called the UK most tolerant country in Europe. That guy is for real. Now, I think Scotland and Wales are some of the most tolerant countries. Facts. Honestly, they are. Big up, Claire. Listen, big up to every one of you. Smash a like on the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I never forgot Ollie was a Liverpool fan. Yeah, as a kid he was. As a child he was. I don't know if he was as an adult. Stephen, Piers Morgan talks a lot of shit. I can't stand that guy. Yeah, of course. I don't think nobody can stand that. Yeah, Samuel, I can't stand Samuel Lucas either. 100%. Glazers isn't about transfers, it's about the survival of the club. 100%. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. To me, that showed it for me. Yeah, man. Big up, Jarvis. There's great points. I agree. Players can perform miracles from pure adrenaline. I remember the 99 run. It was pure madness. Hopefully, Morocco can do the same. Yeah, we want Morocco to go through, hopefully. But to me, the injury, especially to the centre halves and maybe to the left back as well, and Buffon, that's a really 4 solid players who've done incredible for them in this World Cup. But we wish them well. But big up to everyone. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow, looking back at the match reaction to Brazil, Croatia, and Argentina. Argentina, Netherlands. I think that could be another classic. I think that could be a classic. But again, first goal will determine a lot where the game goes, people. I'm telling you now, if Netherlands score first, they're going to be hitting them on the counter. They'll bring Bergwijn. They'll get Bergwijn on that pitch. They'll have Gakpo on that pitch, and they'll be hitting them on the counter. If England score first against France and Rashford is on that pitch, the first substitution would be Rashford. I'm telling you now, unless Ole Gunnar Southgate is stupid. But win, lose, draw, smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification button because it lets you know when we're next live. Smash that notification button. Smash it, people. Smash it. And Glazers out, bankers out. Let's hope it's a quick sale. Let's hope that they might have sold this club to the way they've sold it. And big up to every one of you, all the regulars, all the usuals. Big up 0161 Massive Basaka. Big up, man. Big up, honestly, big up to all of you. This is a community, people. We'll see you tomorrow night. See you tomorrow night around 10:30. We'll be going over those 2 games and seeing who's in that semi-final. But big up, love and light, people. Take care. Win, lose or draw, Glazers out, bankers out. I'm on United. Squeaky bum time in the World Cup. Peace. Viva Palestina.